Yo, what's going on, guys? Quick video today on why I picked Paraguay over places like Bali, Thailand, Dubai, other places like that. As some of you guys know, I decided to make a decision when I was in Australia. I was going to move, take advantage of geo arbitrage and live somewhere that was a little bit more cost effective, a little bit cheaper. My lifestyle would obviously increase. Now, as a digital nomad, as someone who works online, there are hundreds of options. There are some ones that are more popular than others, which I will run through with you guys today. But the main point of the video is why I feel Paraguay is the best option out of all of them and why particularly I picked it. So to start with Bali, why I didn't pick Bali. So Bali is an awesome place as a tourist destination. It's actually the closest place to my city where I used to live in Perth. So a lot of people head there from Australia. A lot of Australians head there, stuff like that. Now, the reason I didn't pick it, primarily because the visa situation is super annoying. You have to go for extensions. You have to leave the country and come back, things like that. The other thing that kind of ticked me off a little bit is when you go there, it feels super saturated with like influencers, fake online business BS, right? You get those people out there that are coaches who are coaching people coach and just crap like that. I also find it extremely hard to stay focused. It's distraction heavy. There's loads of things to do there. There's awesome beaches, awesome beach clubs, things like that. Holiday destination, a very heavy party environment, which is not somewhere for me personally I want to be if I want to base up, right? I want to focus. I don't want too many distractions. I don't want a whole bunch of tourists coming through, just like causing a ruckus. Like I want peace and tranquility, right? Like I said, it's a great place to a great place for a little bit of a break. You go on holiday with a few boys, 10 days, 14 days, whatever. Awesome. It's a great place, great slice of Indonesia and Southeast Asia. But for building long-term, building a good solid network around people that are actually doing things to their full potential, that have vision, it's the best. The other issue you get with it as well is that you get a lot of people from Australia that are working in the mine. They do 3 weeks on, they do what's called FIFO, which is 3 weeks on, like 1 week off, right? So they'll go and work in the desert for like 3 weeks. Then they'll go on holiday in Bali for a week and spend their time there. And they're just there, just getting on the piss all the time. It's not really an environment I want to be around. It's not going to, like, you are what you surround yourself with your circle. And it's not something that I wanted to be around. It's just people getting like drunk on the beach all the time. So it feels a lot more like a playground or a retreat than a place to like actually base up and build something real, create a good network, have a good routine, things like that. There's far too many distractions going on. So awesome place to visit. Definitely wouldn't go there to base up. Thailand, similar to Bali, it's in Southeast Asia. Now Thailand's awesome, right? Thailand it's a great place. Lots of people go there very cheap. The things I don't like about it is I know many digital nomads that are doing online work on American time zone. So the time zone is just trash, right? It's the middle of the night. It sucks. You're tired, you're exhausted. You're waking up to do calls. You're waking up to do meetings. It just sucks. The other thing is visa runs, usually every 60 days, or it can be extended for another 30, but 90 days total, you've got to leave the country. Now, the good thing about Thailand is you can just border hop and then come border runs, but cross into Laos or Malaysia and come back. But Thailand is starting to crack down on this because of the fact that so many people are going there and just hopping border and coming back and resetting their visa. So it probably will get more difficult in the future. The other thing is it's kind of similar to Bali in terms of like there's a high turnover crowd, right? It's really hard to build a network that are like there consistently, that are like going to stay there long term. It's more people go there for a bit, people leave. So for me, that's a little bit frustrating because you meet some people, you really get on with them well, they've got good ideas, they're good people to hang around, and then they just fuck off somewhere else. So it's like hard to get like a consistent network. The other thing as well, it comes into it, but the chicks there are not really my type for dating, right? It's not really my, everyone has their preferences. It's not really for me in that regard. And the other thing as well that is annoying, kind of similar to Bali, is there's high amounts of annoying tourists, right? It's the last thing I want in the world is to be somewhere trying to focus and there's just a bunch of tourists just rolling through all the time. Now, you don't have to surround yourself in that environment, of course. However, it is pretty consistent there as a very tourist popular destination. Dubai. So Dubai is a hugely popular place for digital nomads to go. The reason for me, I didn't go there at this time in my life. One thing, about Dubai is it's a heavy flex culture. The people there just trying to Like, it's very show offy. It's very, you know, let's see who's got the biggest third leg kind of vibe. That's not me. I don't really want to hang around those people. Like, cool, they may be awesome. They may have some great ideas. They're way further ahead. I just one of those guys that I like to be super humble. I like to surround myself with humble people. So being around that consistently, it wasn't really my kind of thing. The main thing, though, is the insane cost of living in Dubai. Now, if you're not making at least 15 bags a month, don't go there. You can't afford it. It's as simple as that. I at the time, nowhere near 15K a month at the time. So me going there, paying 4 to 6K a month just to keep the lights on, like, wasn't in my budget at the time. It's definitely a place I would consider for the future, but I think just when you're starting out and you're thinking about places to go and take advantage of, like, geo arbitrage, me going to Dubai is more expensive than me being in Perth, even though the taxes are lower, so it ends up cheaper in the long run. Like, the actual cost of living is higher. It just didn't make sense for me at that time. The other thing is the tax laws. Dubai are very famous for tax laws. However, they are getting stricter. So it's now 9% corporate tax. That's been introduced. And yeah, because of the amount of people that are heading there, I envision that getting a little bit more difficult as well. It's still way better than probably a normal Western country where you're getting taxed 50%. Obviously, 9% is an increase as to where it was. It is only corporate tax though. So Medellin. So another place I've been to for a trip, one of my favorite cities in the world for about 2.5, 3 weeks, right? The reason being, heavy party culture everywhere. It's very popular for tourists. A lot of distractions. Loads of clubs, loads of bars, women, things like that. So another thing, obviously, when you're kind of wanting to move somewhere, really like focus on work and have the right attention in the right places, like, you want to avoid somewhere where it's heavily distracting, in my opinion. Anyway, the other thing is the safety isn't the best. Now, it's not as bad as everyone makes it out to be. Everyone makes out that Colombia is like this hugely dangerous place and bad things happen all the time. It's not like that, right? But it is a little bit sketchy in areas. You have to have your wits about you and be smart and understand that you are in a foreign country. Just be a little bit intelligent with what you're doing, right? Things like phones and stuff like that. There is, in my opinion, one of the downsides, there's too many lost expats chasing lifestyle over leverage. So too many guys just head there because they want a better lifestyle, not to actually try and leverage themselves with time, try and get themselves ahead, things like that. And like the others, it is a heavy tourist destination, especially for young Americans. When I got there, I was in the immigration line, and I reckon maybe like 30 to 40% of the people in the immigration line were American dudes just going there for a piss up and to basically let loose, right? So again, heavy distractions. I don't really want to be surrounded by tourists. I want somewhere where it's living somewhere and visiting somewhere. It's two different things. Like, you get two different images of a city or two different images of a place when you live there to when you visit there. So again, Medellin, awesome. Go visit, 100%. Base up there long term, in my opinion, not the best. Now Marbella is getting super popular as well. Lots of people there, I know from Twitter and things like that as well at the minute. Now, why I didn't pick Marbella? The English is obviously better there than it is in other places in Latin America because they're more exposed to Europe. But the thing, about Marbella, it is still in Spain. So it's high taxes, it's a bureaucratic headache. Great weather, great lifestyle, but it is a high. Again, it's kind of similar to Dubai that, the people that are heading there now, it's more like about status games. Now, I've heard that the network there you can get nowadays is actually pretty good, and it's you can really meet some solid people. But yeah, again, no option for long-term stay, consistent border runs. Like I said, similar to Dubai, it was expensive for the phase I was in at the start. There seems to be more expats heading there now from UK, Ireland. However, before it was a lot of wealthy older people using it as a place to like retire and chill out, right? I want to meet young, hungry individuals that are like building shit, you know what I mean? So again, another heavy tourist destination, mostly for Brits. They all head there for a piss up, to let loose. Don't want to be around that consistently. Too much of a distraction. So finally, why did I pick Paraguay? So the reason I picked Paraguay, now primarily, a lot of you guys know, I have a friend my best friend from school, Brockway, he moved here a couple of years back. So that is a massive reason why I ended up choosing here. I'm not even going to sit here and deny it. But after being here, there are some obvious wins that Paraguay has against any of the other options I've given you so far. So number one, Easy as shit, permanent residency. Doesn't take long. You need a couple of documents. You apply for your temp residency. After a couple of years, you apply for your permanent residency. That's it. Done. It is 0% tax on foreign income. Zero. That means if you earn outside of Paraguay, Paraguay don't tax you for the money that you earn. They go, nothing to do with us. That's your. Another thing that was awesome about it is you can live really, really well for 2K a month. Now, I struggle to spend more than 2K a month. That includes my rent, that includes electricity, that includes going out on dates, that includes dinners, that includes eating really, really, really well. You struggle to spend more than 2K a month. If you do, like, you're doing some crazy stuff, because it is, seriously, it is supremely underrated and distraction free. Now, if you're coming to Paraguay for a holiday, don't bother. There is nothing to do here. There is enough to do in which you can entertain yourself outside of when you're being productive and when you're working. For example, go for dinners, go and do some sort of activities, things like that. But it's not like a heavy party destination. There are clubs, there are bars, but they're few and far between. You're not going to get too distracted by it. So it is the optimal place to come and really build as well. It's super centrally located. So Argentina's only a couple of hours away. Colombia's a couple of hours away. Brazil's a couple of hours away. Peru's a couple of hours away. Chile's a couple of hours away. Then you've got Central America as well. And Mexico, it's like kind of close by. So it's really good for short trips where you do want to kind of chill out and let your hair down a little bit. And contrary to popular belief, there are actually a good group of expats here, like a good group of people that are here work, that are here to build, that are here to meet like-minded people. You know, we do a lot of stuff here, like asados. We'll do a massive barbecue. People will come, we'll meet, network, things like that. So that's one of the good, cool things about Paraguay is you can actually meet some really good, like-minded individuals here, and they're not here for the distraction either. And the good thing is the type of people attracts are the people that want to learn, that do want to grow, that do want to put the effort in, because of the language barrier. So everyone that comes here has to know Spanish. I knew none. A lot of my friends knew none. So you have to learn it. And those are the people you want to be around, because those are the people that put effort into something to get better, to make their life easier, right? Whereas like you get places like Marbella where people go, the English is fine. You don't need, like, there's no effort. You're not focusing too much on things that you make you a better individual. If that makes sense, it has some correlation. So cool, guys. Hope that was informative. If you guys have any questions, you're welcome to hit me in the comments. Let me know. Any questions about Paraguay, any questions, anything in regards to other destinations, and even maybe you guys have been some places that I've not mentioned there that I don't even know about. Hit the comments, hit the like button, hit subscribe, and we'll be back for more next.